Hi everyone, I hope you're doing very well. I just wanted to quickly announce and let everyone know we will be continuing our live playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic tomorrow, Sunday, February 10th, beginning at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're currently in the Terra Sunder City on our way to save Bastila, so I hope you can join us. Thank you everyone, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Two years before the Naboo crisis would send shockwaves throughout the galaxy, Darth Sidious's plan to gain the Supreme Chancellorship was in full effect. However, although Chancellor Valorum's position was already extremely vulnerable, one more step was needed to solidify a non-confidence vote in Valorum and propel Palpatine towards the Chancellorship as his successor. To help Palpatine in this next stage of his plan, he turned to an ambitious young man climbing through the ranks of the Republic's Judicial Academy, who would go on to become one of the leading architects of the Galactic Empire. This was none other than Tarkin. In this video expose, we'll look at how Tarkin ensured Palpatine was elected as Supreme Chancellor and earned his spot as a trusted ally of the future Emperor. Recognizing it was time to take advantage of Chancellor Valorum's weakening political position, Sidious had to craft an even larger catalyst that ensured Valorum's downfall. While whispers already placed Palpatine as the leading candidate to replace Valorum, and the coming Naboo crisis would certainly propel him there, none of it would matter if Valorum didn't acquire a total loss of confidence to further his removal. For this final move, Sidious, of course as his alter ego Palpatine, merely the senator from Naboo, approached Tarkin with an offer. Having acted as the young man's mentor over the previous few years, Palpatine suggested that Tarkin enter the realm of politics. More specifically, that Tarkin attempt to take over the governorship of his homeworld Eriadu. The idea was a masterstroke by Palpatine. Although Chancellor Valorum was from Coruscant, House Valorum was extremely influential upon Tarkin's homeworld. House Valorum owned a transportation company called Valorum Shipping that operated upon Eriadu, and thus, it was well known that the Valorums had long held influence over the political realm of the planet. It was no secret that House Valorum were the puppet masters of the governorship, having backed the planet's previous winners. This would change through the intervention of Palpatine and Tarkin. With the backing of Palpatine and his connections, Tarkin wouldn't just agree to run for election, but he actually won, becoming the governor of Eriadu. This alone helped to weaken the position of Chancellor Valorum, as it was recognized that House Valorum's political pull wasn't what it was, with the most influential beings in the galaxy looking to back a new candidate who was on the rise, namely Palpatine himself. But it wasn't merely Tarkin's agreeing to run for the governorship of his homeworld that would help to ensure Palpatine rose to Supreme Chancellor. While Tarkin taking a step into the political realm for Palpatine showed his loyalty, Tarkin was now called upon to take a proactive step in weakening Valorum and helping to vault Palpatine into the most powerful political position in the Galactic Republic. Roughly 2 years later, with tensions rising between the Republic on one side and the Trade Federation and Outer Rim sectors on the other, a trade summit was held on Tarkin's homeworld to try to find some solution to the deepening rift that would ultimately give rise to the Separatist crisis. As Palpatine planned, the trade summit was a disaster. Rather than bring both sides together, it drove them further apart. But Tarkin's primary role would come after the trade summit. Given the catastrophic results of the summit on Eriadu, Chancellor Valorum personally attempted to investigate and determine the reasons behind the failure to mend the tensions. However, as governor, Tarkin personally intervened at the request of Palpatine and prevented Valorum from investigating the summit, stonewalling his attempts to gather information. Unable to investigate the trade summit, Tarkin ensured that Valorum appeared even more weak and ineffective at a time when strong leadership was needed. With no way of knowing what exactly happened on Eriadu, and thus no way to determine the Republic's next step and possible solutions, the Republic began to further lose confidence in Valorum. And with the outbreak of the Naboo crisis, Tarkin's efforts helped to ensure that Valorum was removed from office, and Palpatine obtained the Chancellorship. Therefore, Tarkin's actions were instrumental in helping Palpatine achieve his desired goals for the galaxy. In agreeing to Palpatine's request that he seek the governorship of his homeworld, he helped to weaken Valorum's political position in an important sector of the galaxy. It further placed Tarkin in a position to stonewall the Chancellor on the eve of the Naboo crisis, acting on behalf of Palpatine to make Valorum look completely inept at the perfect time. Much more can be said about why Tarkin became such a valued ally to Sidious and his future empire, but Tarkin's efforts in weakening Valorum and helping the Sith obtain the Chancellorship were crucial. So there we have it, how Tarkin helped Palpatine be elected as Supreme Chancellor. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter at SW Reading Club for updates regarding the channel. Or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive rewards and discussions. If not for me... for ineptness.